All right, Big Mike on the mic, getting ready for Como, June 25th, 2017. Just getting my tunes ready. Daft Punk there was actually going to include some of their music on this video, which I did. Actually had it timed and thinged pretty coolly. Coolly? Yeah, looked cool. So, but good old YouTube, man. Even though I'm not monetized and have fair use on my page there or on my screen, they still flagged it, and apparently I can't play Daft Punk. I've put up AC/DC music before. That worked just fine. So, right on. Just right on. So I met Jorge and Matt, and we're headed down to Como. Nice pedaling style, both these guys. Just cranking along here as we head down to the ride. We meet up with the main body here off Bryant here in just a bit. Lots of guys out. Good weather, good ride, good times, as always. Okay, guys. So yeah, pretty big group. Here we are on Irvine. There's already game on here. I wanted to show a little bit of footage here early on. Guys just, already going hard. I'm 300 watts and thinking, okay, not bad. Then it drops down a bit, goes right back up to 400, settles in at 300, 200 watts, just spinning around. Then I go up to 500 watts. I think I even go 600 watts here, and, guys are going hard already on the flats. The big guys go hard on the flats. The little guys go hard on the uphills. So I know there's some big boys up there pressing the pace. And hot day, I was hot. I was sweating like a pig, if such thing exists. And I was thinking, man, I'm not feeling so good today. So here we got Tommy being all pro, showing his stand, and we got Sharon in the background stretching. Yeah, check it out, man, these sprinter guys. Yes, I moved the video up here to little kicker, pre-cooks kicker. I got my guy Jorge on the left, David on the right, both in pink socks. I'm just calling the pink sock guys out, but I love you, Jorge. The Janet kid who KOM cooks last week, he's just right up there, staying up towards the front. It's kind of behind pink sock guy, David. So, put the 32-tooth cog on there yesterday. Liked it a lot. It's keeping the cadence up. This is where things start, sorting out, and everybody's kind of looking at who's what, or who's what, or figuring out what's what. Because the moves are going to be made here pretty quick once we start going up cooks proper. So again, I always like looking when I watch these videos. I always like to watch the different styles, the different cadences, the more the masher types, more the spinner types, the guys that are in between, the bigger guys, the littler guys, and we get them all out here on the weekends. I happen to be one of the big boys. I think I'm the biggest guy in this group, pretty big group. There's probably a guy or two that outweigh me here, but I'm probably, I'm one of the biggest guys for sure. So watts pretty much drop down to zero here as we go down the downhill and approaching Cook's Corner. And earlier I said I wasn't feeling so good. I was sweating, I was just hot, and everything just hurt. My legs hurt. And I felt better as we started going up El Toro. So I had, I was thinking, wow, I feel a little bit better here, and I got the 32-tooth cog on there, and I'm going to get in with the group and see how long I can last up the climb, and you're going to get to see what happens to me here. I think I physically had it, but I didn't mentally have it, and I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. So we go past Cooks here, pretty good clip. I got more guys behind me than in front of me, and I was kind of surprised. I was actually positioned pretty well. I was up towards the front. And I flipped my Garmin over so I can look at my cadence and my wattage. I like checking that out. I want to make sure my cadence stays high. So we start sorting things out here. You start getting up 400 watts, 450, 500 watts, and it starts to sort. So just pretty much jockeying for position. And again, being a bigger guy, this guy on the right of me, he's a big boy too. Big guy in the red. Yeah, we'll see how long he lasts. I have a feeling, given his size, he'll start going backwards fairly quick. But yeah, he'd made it this long. It wasn't never easy to get to Cooks from the beginning of this ride. So again, again, as a big guy, I'm just trying to hang on. Gonna let the little guys go up there, fight it out, duke it out, spin it out, figure things out, and just hang on to the back of the A-lister group and the little group for as long as I possibly can. Got Tim here on my right. He was out yesterday, and he's going backwards. Guy in the red's gone backwards, and yeah, so I'm kind of hanging. I'm hanging pretty good. I'm going, hey, usually I'm starting to fall off more and more by this point, but I'm hanging with these guys pretty good. There's a bigger, I can't remember his name, good rider, big guy, more of the grinding style. Again, you can see spinning, spin, 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 baby, spin. So here I go, spinning, 105, 110, 103. Heart rate's going up nice. I couldn't get my heart rate up like yesterday in the 400 watt range, so I'm doing maybe 4.5, not quite 5 watts per kilogram. All about the watts per kilogram. I'm still hanging tough. Actually passing a few guys that are starting to drop off. I see Henry here. Henry was riding strong. Now, see what happens? This little break starts to open up. So I was feeling pretty good. Little gap opens up. I go past Henry. I feel pretty good. Got another fairly big guy here spinning, actually spinning pretty good for a big guy. And I'm just right there. So, just bear down. Get up there. Close that little gap. Get in the draft. Come on. You can do it. But when I was riding, I'm thinking, okay, there's better riders behind me. It was a big group, and I'm thinking, come on, somebody come around me. I'll latch on, and that'll help just kind of suck me up to the front group there, but nobody's coming around me. And I just mentally go, okay, whatever, man. And I drop the watts, drop the cadence a little bit, where I should have just bitten the bullet and stayed on there. Because up here, if you watch the gradient, it levels off a bit, so there's a little chance to catch your breath before that gradient pops back up again and again. I had nobody coming past me here. I'm not complaining. I get it. It's tough climbing up the hill, and I got guys, sucking on my wheel, but I had really slowed down here, and I'd slowed down too much in hopes of somebody coming by. So look, my watts are down low, and my cadence is off. We're at a 2% grade. And finally somebody comes by me, but they're not going too hard. So just giving up the ghost here already. And I went back and looked on Strava here, and I was up to that point where I kind of mentally gave up. Henry comes past me. I was actually right on my PR time. And Jorge went up there and PR'd. And I think his PR is a second faster than my PR. So I should have been able to hang on for a bit more. So look, see, my watts go back up again. I should have been able to hold those additional watts there for that extra minute where I was just stuck out on the front. And I just didn't have the person in front of me to kind of drag me up there. I actually, to be honest, on the climbs, I need a good person to help pull me up those climbs. I need a good pace. Somebody who paces well. I need a pace man. That's what I need. A pace person, pace man, pace woman. We got the girl in pink, Priscilla. Met her later in the day over by Starbucks. Nice. Well, she was going hard too. And her husband, I believe, is out there in the front group, in the A-lister group. So she was killing it because she had almost made it all the way up there with those guys. So yeah, a good paceman here really helps me on the climb. And when I let that gap open, I had nobody to help continue my pace, and I should have just stuck in there with it. So here we go to the top, and yeah, that's pretty much my Como Street story here today, and everybody else's. I do get up here to the top, but the rest of the ride fairly uneventful. We got the B group in here. The A group's about probably 20 seconds ahead of us. Yep, and that was that. So end of the ride. I just wanted to show you this coming home. Just dosed after 60 miles. I got a steep little rise to come up when I get home, and it's just steep, 9%, 10%. Just trying to get home so I can get in the pool. That's what I was thinking. Get in the swimming pool. I can do it. I can get in the pool. I can make it to the pool. And beer and chocolate milk and chocolate cookies. Chocolate cookies? I don't like chocolate cookies, but I like chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies are there with milk and beer and water. So, yeah. Hey, everybody out there on the road, appreciate all the kind words. I'm getting a lot of guys seem to be enjoying the storytelling here on the bike. I appreciate that. Really warms my heart. And yeah, I've kind of figured out I'm somewhat of a bike storyteller. So I'll keep pressing these videos out. I'm going to be off the bike for a bit, going to Italy. Poor me. I got a friend getting married there, so going to take the kids, go to Italy. Hopefully I can get a ride or two in, maybe find some electric bikes in Rome, and hop on the bike and keep the legs somewhat fit. So, yep, into the pool. That feels good, as promised. Hey, good riding later, everybody.